lot of movers and shakers that are at this conference. So what would you tell people besides, you know, seeing old colleagues is the importance of being at a show like this?
If you've got something burning in your soul and you believe in it and you want to share that with an audience, there's no better place to do it than on radio. Because radio is such a creative medium and you can reach and impact so many people. So I always encourage young people, don't be worried about getting fired, go for it. You know, reach for the stars and put everything into it and believe in the gift that you've been given.
I love that. And your show is iconic in the radio world. So did you ever imagine that you'd be doing something different?
Well, I wanted to be a doctor. That was what I decided I wanted to be. I started in radio when I was in junior high, and I worked all through high school. But at the time, I thought of it as a means to an end. I was going to use it to pay for my education so that I could become a doctor and work in pediatrics, but I could not pass chemistry. And after failing chemistry a couple of times, I thought, you know, why am I doing this, going to school and killing myself, when I stinking love being on the air? But up until that point, it was always a means to an end. And then, you know, once I realized it really is my passion and what God intended me to do, no, I've never envisioned doing anything else.
You're kind of a doctor, though. You
Kind
help
of.
so many people.
Yeah, I'm the doctor of hearts.
Is there a go-to song? You know, just a song that you know you're always good with.
Well, the calls that I take and the situations that I get are so incredibly varied. You know, one call is from somebody who's falling in love from the first time and Twitter-pated and can't sleep and just so head over heels in love, you know, a 19-year-old kid or whatever. And the next call might be from somebody who's been married 40, 50 years and just lost their husband, you know. So they're so varied, there's not a song, but there are songs in each category, if you will, each emotional category that come to mind quickly.
How do you think the role for women has changed in media? You know, there are a lot of men in this industry. How do you think it's changing for women?
Well, when I got into radio, 1974 was the first year I was on the air, 76 when I started full-time, there were no women in media. I mean, I was always the first woman at every station I worked at. Or there would be a weather girl, that was it. And now there's women, you know, television, radio, newscasters, sportscasters. I think the area that we need to concentrate on, though, is management, because of the 200 plus stations I'm on that are all programmed for and about women, I think we have 2 female program directors. So we need more women to think about management, think about leadership, think about stepping into those roles.
Okay, and so this is kind of our question. Radio, if you could fill in the blank, radio is what?
Creative. It is passionately creative. It's a medium where you can create theater of the mind, where you can make real relationships, where you're not limited. You know, you're limited to how far you want to push yourself. And if you go for it, man, you can accomplish amazing things.